Welcome to Surprise Surprise, the show that's always on the lookout for the good, the great and the giving. And tonight, some of those people are right here in the studio, so let's find them. So, I found a story here in a local newspaper about somebody that I'd like to meet, but I just need a bit of help here. What does it say about this person here? Can you just read that out to me?
Oh, this person is courageous, inspirational and selfless.
Oh, they sound nice. I wonder who that can be. Let's have a look. Oh, hang on a minute. It's you. You're headline news, Ravi. Come and join me and bring Jim with you. Come and join me. Well, Jim and Ravi, welcome to the show. Ravi, it's fair to say you are a bit shocked to be here tonight, aren't you?
Yes, indeed.
Just a bit. Well, I can tell you that you are here because of Jim. Isn't that right, Jim?
Yeah, afraid so, Ravi. Sorry about that.
Tell us why.
I don't know if anybody remembers it, but back last winter in Somerset, Boroughbridge, where we're from and surrounding areas, we had some pretty poor flooding. It was real bad. We were in a bit of a disaster zone. We run a local pub in Boroughbridge there. The phone was red hot, and I picked the phone up, chap on the end. I've seen you on the telly. I want to come and help you. I thought, here we go. Anyway, he said, what can I do to help you? And I said, look, we're in real trouble. Bring me some hand sanitizer. No worries, mate. Be there in the morning with a pallet of sanitizer. Right, so off I go. Didn't think any more about it. Anyway, in the morning, Sally said, Jim, you better look out the window. Don't know what you've done. There's an army of people outside.
Well, when the village of Boroughbridge was hit by the floods, little did they know the cavalry was on their way.
There's further warnings in force, 2 severe flood warnings, the highest level from the Environment Agency for the risk of flooding that is set to continue throughout the next 3 days.
It was raining and raining, the river was higher and higher. And I said to Sally, I said, this is going to be the biggest flood we've seen here.
Parts of southern England have seen the wettest...
Once again, the clock is ticking as river levels rise.
I've been here for 33 years and we've never seen anything like it.
Underwater and under pressure, the pumps are working almost 24 hours.
Doing all they can to defend their homes in their darkest hour.
Very scary, frightening.
We were just petrified we were going to lose everything that we worked for.
We realised that we were in trouble. We were desperate for help.
I first seen him, I went down walking along the riverbank to do the horses one morning.
I truly thought they were tourists.
It was like they got dropped in from somewhere, wasn't it? It was just all these men.
They had enormous smiles on their faces and they simply said, we've come to help. They obviously had a great deal of knowledge and the leader was absolutely extraordinary.
He was called Ravi and he just turned out to be a great guy.
One of the most remarkable people I have ever met.
The local authorities, I think, were doing as they could see their best, but they didn't really understand the sheer scale of the problem. It was a genuine disaster.
I'm not a person who actually asks for help ever. I always work on my own. This time I got to the stage where I was begging for help. A pickup truck turned up outside. A chap got out and said, well, we're here to help. What do you want us to do?
Ravi laid the sandbags about 2 metres away from the house, so it probably would have come in-house without the sandbags being laid, but as it was, it kept it away.
We were straight stuck in helping to move some vehicles, moving debris, taking food out to people, clothing and blankets.
They laid all the path along the back of the riverbank here, they put all the wood chip down. You know, they were just constantly on the go from morning to night, weren't they?
With Ravi's organisation, it's just done. The local authority couldn't get us any more sand, so Ravi just got his credit card out and bought 20 tonnes of sand. Job done.
They visited practically every single property that had a problem. They just worked and worked and worked, and they never stopped.
Without the help of Ravi, without a doubt, we would have gone under.
He saw a serious problem and a community in need, and that's all he needed.
He just sees where the help needs to be put, and he puts the help where it should go.
I'd like to say to Ravi a very big thank you. He helped us. Ravi was there for us, thank goodness.
To actually come down to Somerset and to engage with the people, help the people, just a huge thank you.
I don't think we'd have probably got through it without their help and their commitment, what they've done to the whole village, and everybody's grateful. So thank you, Ravi.
Ravi needs to know that he's a superb person, and the whole of community of Boroughbridge and surrounding areas are indebted to him. I've never met anybody quite like Ravi before, ever. He's a true hero.
You guys, man, you were crazy. I didn't know you set me up.
Ravi, did you have any idea of the huge impact you had on the people of Boroughbridge?
I went for 1 day. I remember the day very clearly, and I stayed a week. There's so much to do, and I've become very close to the people of Somerset. I'm a man of action. I don't do meetings. I don't sit around tables. I see what needs doing, and I do it. And with Boroughbridge, it's become very special. 15 years around the world doing relief work, and suddenly I find this huge, massive heart, you know, full of love in Somerset, not far away from where we're based in Slough.
Jim, this is quite unusual, isn't it, for somebody from a different town to just bowl on up and help
Like I
strangers?
said, I've never met anybody like it before. I mean, this guy he's genuine. He's not a stranger in our village anymore.
No, absolutely. And Jim, Ravi is now an honorary member of the community.
He most certainly is. Yes, yeah. He's a very popular member of our community. And any knees up we're having now, he always gets an invite.
Well, Ravi's actions during the floods weren't the first time he's helped others in need. He's been travelling the world since 1999 after setting up his own relief team, Khalsa Aid. So, Ravi, why did you set that up?
Well, the Sikhs are known for their generosity. When you go to a Sikh temple, there's a lot of abundance of food. Whatever you need, the Sikh Gurdwara, the temple, has 4 doors, which means anybody from the 4 corners of the world can come for food, protection, shelter. So why not take that to the 4 corners of the world where it's needed? And a lot of charities, a lot of organizations, similar field, people are losing trust. So what we're saying is, join us. And Jim's been to Bosnia with me to see what we do. He was clearing a lot of a shelter for the homeless. And this shelter had 3 foot of mud in it. Because they're the poorest of the poor, the homeless, nobody's helping. Jim and the guys got stuck in, cleared this huge shelter up, made it safer. So yes, it's not only just pride for me, it's pride for our community and supporters who fund us without judging anyone. Who are we helping? You know, just because we're Sikhs, and people might be other Christians, Muslims, Jews, it makes no difference. So I'm very proud of the community who support us.
Jim, without Ravi, would you have ever got involved in something like that?
No, never. Not for a moment. I mean, he's really opened my eyes. I mean, and like he says, it just feels good. You help people, it's good.
Well, you've been to almost every international crisis there has been. Tell me where you've been and what you've done.
Last 15 years, first operation was Kosovo, the refugees coming from Kosovo into Albania. And we drove from Slough all the way to on the Albanian-Kosovan border. You know, these are the guys who went with me, never been out of Slough, let alone go across Europe. And that was tough. Somalia, Congo, Pakistan earthquake, Bangladesh, now working in Iraq. It's very, very risky, but it's very rewarding.
What makes you want to do it?
It's about humanity. The problem is we live in a world where it's out of sight, out of mind. So we don't just deliver aid, we deliver hope, smiles, love, happiness. You know, we get real involved.
Gosh, and with all of this relief work that you do, I imagine you don't have much time to yourself, do you, Ravi?
I have my pride, which I was talking to Jim about. I have a very cheap, rusty, falling apart old American car, probably worth about £1,000 maybe. Apart from that, the family keeps me busy, kids when I come back, but not really. I mean, my time is for others.
Yeah.
There's so much to do.
You've actually been waiting 10 years to restore this precious
car.
car.
Long time.
But you know what? You don't have to wait a moment longer. Thanks to Car's Own Warehouse, your old rust bucket is now a little bit of grease lightning.
This 1987 Camaro has been sat in Ravi's driveway for the last 10 years waiting to be restored, and there's clearly a lot to do. However, he's been too busy devoting his time to his aid work, so we thought we'd give him a bit of a helping hand. So it needs new wheels, brakes, interior, engine and gearbox mountings, roof, windscreen, the list is endless.
So what do you think about that?
I can't believe it. This is... You guys, sorry, I don't know what to say. You got me, but that is my baby. I'm sorry, the wife sent, I think.
Bet you can't wait to get behind the wheel, can you?
You're too right, I can't.
Well, do you know what? You won't have to wait long because, surprise, surprise, your car is arriving at the studios right now, chauffeur-driven by our very own Marvin Hughes. There it is!
Oh, my God!
Oh, my goodness. That's looking pretty slick.
I was going to take Jim out to dinner. Sorry, Jim, mate. I've got a more important day.
Well, I think it's time to hand over the keys to Ravi's newly restored 1987 Camaro. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Marvin Hughes.
Ravi, hi, how's it going? Good to meet you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Pleasure. Hi, Jim.
How
are you? Good to see you. Hi, babe.
Hello. Mwah. Welcome. Come and take a seat in between the two chaps, if you wouldn't mind.
I have got your baby, and what a baby she is. It's a fantastic car.
But we want to know what you've done.
Yeah, well, first of all, I think I should give you the keys to start off with and just say it's an honour for me to meet you, Ravi. I've heard so much about what you've done and seen so much. We really thought that you deserved this surprise today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
But yeah, what have we done to it? OK, so your wife gave me the keys to your car, and we've given it a complete respray, custom-made leather interior. There's even a touchscreen DVD player in. I'm jealous. I want this car.
I'm going to get so much pleasure out that car.
Yeah, trust me, you are.
Oh, I can feel a road trip coming on. What do you think, Ravi?
I'm going to take a road trip to Somerset.
Only if I can come as well.
You're welcome anytime.
Ravi, do you know what? Surprise, surprise, because you might be going on a road trip sooner than you think. Have a look at this.
Ravi, you and your family will be getting behind the wheel for a once-in-a-lifetime trip down Route 66. Thanks to Hayes and Bath Travel, you'll be going on a 2-week driving holiday across America.
So there you go. You thought you'd be going down the M4. We're sending you down Route 66.
Oh, that's amazing. That's one of my dreams.
Yeah.
And all the boys in the family, especially my kids, the boys, they always want to go to America, see all the cars, and this is the dream. I mean,
your wheels are waiting backstage, and I'm not going to keep you away from them a moment longer. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Marvin, Jim, and Ravi.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. There are plenty more surprises still to come.